Alright guys, I just had this big, long introduction. I'm going to scrap that. I'm going to get right to the point. I'm Doc Holliday. This is a sports cards channel mainly, so welcome back. And I got a new idea, and I thought it might be fun, and I want to share it with you guys. If you guys enjoy it, I'll keep the ball rolling. I'll keep it going. But I think I'm going to enjoy this. So as you guys know, if you collect sports cards, I mean trading cards in general, but a lot of these cards have stories associated with them. They're memories. You remember whether you pulled it, where you got the card. Maybe I don't really do breaks, but maybe you get something in a break. You get something out of a pack that you just beat the odds. It was insane. You were excited beyond belief. You guys get the point. A lot of these cards have really cool stories associated with them, and I got some amazing ones. And I'm not even coming out with the best ones first. That's what this video is going to be, and if you guys like it, I'll continue to do these videos, and I'll do 2 or 3 cards at a time and tell the stories associated with the cards. And sometimes they're really interesting, and I think it would be a cool idea to share those stories with you guys. So I'm going to start today, and this specific video, I'm going to share one with a great card that I love, that I'm just ecstatic to have. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to tell another story about a card that I'm not so happy about, but I still have it. The first card I'm going to talk about is this Josh Allen right here. This is a Classics Football Josh Allen rookie card, autograph. You guys got to check this thing out. It's a 10 auto. It got a 9.5 through SGC. I like the SGC slabs. I think they're probably the slickest looking, just with the black. That's my opinion on these. But this card, I got a story to tell with this thing. But we're going to take a quick look at the card. These greens are out of 35. This is actually out of Panini Honors. 2018 Panini Honors Football. Check out the signature. There's a little SGC tag with the information. Just a beautiful card, and this is PC for life. I'm not getting rid of this thing. I'm passing this thing on. So here's the story associated with this card. It's not the most interesting one, I'm not going to lie, but this is a grail card for me. Buffalo Bills is my team. I love that team, and I want to see Allen. This card, his cards, especially his rookie cards, they're going to be special cards because he doesn't have to win 3, 4, 5 Super Bowls. He doesn't have to become Tom Brady. All he has to do is get the Buffalo Bills their first NFL Super Bowl win. Now, they had won championship games in 64 and 65, I think, unless it was 65 and 66. I'll throw it up on the screen so you guys know. If Allen and the Bills go to the Super Bowl and they win, he makes history. He makes history. I mean, especially with, the Bills got the 4 losses in a row. To win, it would just make his cards that much more nostalgic. But I'm still an Allen fan anyway, and this is PC no matter what. He's one hell of a quarterback. So, sorry, I got off track. I'm going to try to stay on track. Basically, the story for this card is, it was early in the season, 2023. I was looking at these cards on eBay. I had saved up a little bit of money on the side to get a card. That was my goal. Get a single. But I kept losing everything on eBay. I was just losing, just by a little bit. Spectra. I was looking at a blue Spectra rookie, and I was trying to make offers, but the person on eBay would not budge. This is how I got the card. I went to Niagara Sports Cards or Niagara Card Shop. I don't know why I can never remember what it's called. I see the sign all the time, like on the Facebook and stuff, but I can never remember. But anyways, I went there. The guy wasn't there. His wife was there, and we were kind of going back and forth for the card, and because I was trying to get them down from their initial price, which they were asking, which was $1,200, because the Bills was coming off a loss at this point. So this card here, I can't quite remember when I got this. I think it was early in the season. I think the Bills might have been coming off a loss to the Jets, and I think, so if I'm remembering correctly, it was around that time anyway. I think that was the game, and then the next game, I think they had a game the next day, I believe, when I bought this card, and I think it was against the Raiders, and they won, because I had been looking at Josh Allen rookie autos, because for me this is it's not the grail card, but it's like a top tier card that's I mean, it's close to a Grail card. There's just other... Allen is a Grail card, but it wouldn't be... It might not be this specific one, but this card's PC for life. I'm passing this thing on. I'll talk about that more in a minute, why. But, yeah, so I went into Niagara Sports Cards, and I kind of felt as though I had a negotiating tool because, you know, they were coming off an L. You know, and they're saying... They wouldn't really budge too much because they're saying, you know, this is Allen, this is Buffalo area, Western New York. People are always trying to get Allen cards, and that is pretty true. But I did manage to, because the price was $1,200. I had set money aside for a while, just little bit by little bit, to try to get like something that would be like a Grail level card, and that was the plan. It was always an Allen rookie auto or an RPA, but that I tried. I'll talk about that too in a minute. But so what I did was I did get them to come down a little bit, you know, just back and forth. Actually, I didn't get, it was a couple days before I remember the first day I went in there, because then I came back the next day with, I can't remember what the exact cards were. I know there was a Prism Black rookie Joe Burrow. And so I traded some Joe Burrow cards to get them to knock down the price even a little bit more. And guys, I walked out with this card feeling on top of the world, because for me, this thing, I mean, it's memories, it's nostalgia, it's just really cool to have this. So I had to pull the trigger on this card, and I don't regret it. No regret. And the last thing I want to get to, and why I think Allen is just an amazing buy, because, you know, Buffalo Bills, we got the history there of the 4 Super Bowls that we lost with Jim Kelly. If we go to the Super Bowl with Josh Allen, and he doesn't need to win 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowls to make history. All he needs is one, and he's in the history books. But now I got to get to a negative story real quick in the next card. I got an Obsidian RPA. You guys all know who this is. Mac Jones. When he's still with the Patriots, this is his rookie card. And I guess I never paid too close attention to that, but this is not a game or player-worn patch in there, unfortunately. I guess it doesn't really matter now. This is Mac Jones. There was a big hype train behind him, and he kind of declined each season with the Patriots. Big time. You know how that went. Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones, they were kind of revolving back and forth and not doing too well. But the reason this card is interesting is because this is my biggest, basically, failure when it comes to sports cards. My biggest overpaid, you know, regret, unfortunately. But he's still, the only thing I will say is he's still in the league. I think he was drafted 15th overall, if I'm remembering correctly. But, you know, Trevor Lawrence took the number 1 spot in that draft. And now the irony here is, you know, Mac Jones, he's a Jaguar now, backing up for Trevor Lawrence. I don't even know if he's the number 2 guy, but over there, but he's a Jaguar. And so I mean, it's not, the only positive out of this is it's not over for the guy. He's at least in the league as a backup still. I mean, this was the sports card craze. You guys know Mac Jones. I mean, somebody sold the 101 Prism. I can't even remember if it was the autograph Prism or just there was no autograph on it even, but remember that kid pulled it in a card shop? His dad bought him the box or something. He pulled it and they sold it. I think they sold it for $100,000, and then whoever bought it actually sold it for like $150 maybe. Crazy though, but a lot of people, I mean, now that card's not really worth much. I would assume now that card would be worth a few $100. Crazy. That was how it was. Sports cards, it was just starting to come down, but it was still, it was like at the peak, and that was the drop off right there. That's when the cards were like the highest priced. You know, and there was a lot of hype behind Mac Jones, and I won it in a bid like an idiot. You know how when you're bidding and you really want to win, $650. $650. So that's the story behind that card. That card's probably, you know, that's probably a $30 card right now. 40, being optimistic. So yeah, that's this card's the biggest regret, but hold on to it for the time being. I have some other cards with honestly a lot more interesting stories behind them. So I'll save those for the next video, because that'll be a good. I have an amazing story behind how I got a really nice jersey auto. I can't remember if it's like an actual patch on there or not. But I'll save that for the next one. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is. I'll leave it be a surprise. It's a very good card. Valuable, too. So, yeah, I mean, this was just something different, trying it out. Sometimes I have a hard time, you know, staying on track. I veer off. I venture off-road. But I try to get back on and keep going in the direction I'm supposed to go. So hopefully I did that today. I told the stories. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment sections. But I got a lot of stuff to show you guys with a lot cooler stories in this video. I just wanted to start with 2 cards that I would actually consider my favorite card and my least favorite. But until the next time, guys, Doc Holliday, I'm out. I'm actually excited about this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.